Eric Johnson uses a mixture of pentatonic scales and arpeggios to create lines that seem to bubble up out of nowhere. And even when he plays a lot of notes, they sound open and airy and light. In this video, I'm going to show you how to combine pentatonic scales and arpeggios so you can get some of that sound in your playing too. Eric Johnson's great song, Cliffs of Dover, blew a lot of minds back in the day and has continued to inspire multiple generations of guitarists. He had amazing tone, it was a unique composition, and he employed a wide array of great techniques, things like spread triads, hybrid picked pedal point licks, and of course his famous cascading pentatonic runs. And while all these things blew my mind too, there was a lick right before the 2-minute mark in the studio recording that really made me sit back and go, wait, what was that? It's just a fill lick between two parts of the melody, but it was so melodic and it just seemed to bubble up out of nowhere and sort of effortlessly sail off into space. When I took the time to learn it, I realized it was a mixture of pentatonic scales and triad arpeggios. And I also realized why these two musical elements sound so darn good together. So what was this lick? Over a chord progression that goes G to E minor, he starts off by playing a D major triad over the G chord. Then he resolves on a G note. Now the previous measure before the G chord, it ended on a D chord, so it makes sense that he would play that D major triad leading into the G and of course resolve it with that G note. Over the E minor, he plays, starting on the B note of the 14th fret of the A string, he plays the first 3 notes of E minor pentatonic, starting on B again. Then he plays a G major triad. Then he plays an E minor triad, ending up on an E note, the E note at the 17th fret on the B string. Played slow, the lick sounds like this. Up to speed, sounds like this. It's just a great sounding lick, and as I mentioned before, it's got this rising, vaulting, bubbly sound. And even though he's playing a lot of notes, it sounds open and airy and light as a feather. Now, why is that? So let's consider how arpeggios and pentatonic scales are built. In the case of arpeggios, you're playing every other note of a scale. If we're talking about triad arpeggios, you're only playing 3 notes out of the 7 and an octave. If you're talking about 7th arpeggios, you're only playing 4 notes out of the 7 and an octave. There's similarity in pentatonic scales and the way they're built. To get the major and minor pentatonic scales, you drop 2 of the tones out of the major and natural minor scale. So within an octave, you're only playing 5 notes. Within that octave, there are 2 gaps of a minor third or 3 frets, and there are no notes that are only a half step or 1 fret apart. So once again, there's a lot of space, there's a lot of air in the sounds you play. You can cover a lot of ground on the fretboard, but you're not playing all these notes that sit side by side. I think that is the secret to why making up licks using these 2 musical tools sounds so darn good. So for all the licks we play in this video, we're going to be mixing up A minor pentatonic, B minor pentatonic, E minor pentatonic. We're also going to be playing A minor, B minor, and E minor triads and 7th arpeggios. We're going to be playing over a great jam track by Elevated Jam Tracks. This is from Full Digital Discography, Part 3. Please check out Elevated Jam Tracks and give them some love. The chords for the backing track, there's 2 measures each of a C, add 9, sharp 11. We've got an E minor 9. Goes back to that C add 9 sharp 11. Then it goes to an A minor 7th. Two measures each. Let's get started. Oh, before we get into the licks, it's really important to talk about the chords in the key of G major. Now, if we're talking triads, we've got G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, F sharp diminished, and then we're back to G. If we are talking seventh chords, we've got G major 7, A minor 7, B minor 7, C major 7, D dominant 7, E minor 7, and F sharp minor 7 flat 5. Why is this important? These chords give us a blueprint for the scales and arpeggios we can use when we improvise. Now remember, when we improvise, we're trying to play something that makes sense, that's relevant over some underlying musical context. With the licks we make up today, we're actually going to substitute in and out arpeggios and scales that don't quite match up to the underlying chord, but they sound really, really great. Here's a case in point. We're going to be using over an E minor chord, which we've got the notes E, G, and B. We're going to be playing sometimes a B minor arpeggio. So we've got the notes F sharp, D, and B. So we have introduced actually two notes that aren't in that E minor chord. We're also going to be using an A minor arpeggio. So we have the notes E, C, and A. Well, there's also two tones in there, the C and the A, that aren't in that E minor chord. It's going to create tension. It's going to give us a chance to resolve that tension, which is going to give our lines some extra movement, some extra emotion, which is a great thing. All right, on to the licks. Lick number 1, we're going to be in B minor pentatonic, pattern 1 at the 7th fret. A minor pentatonic, pattern 1 at the 5th fret. And E minor pentatonic, pattern 4 at the 7th fret. We start the lick off in B minor. Slide down to A minor. Slide up to E minor. Played slowly, lick sounds like this. Check it out up to speed over the backing track. Lick 2, we're still going to have our A minor and B minor pentatonic zones from lick 1. We're going to add in two other elements. We're going to add in an E minor triad arpeggio at the 7th fret. And we're also going to add in the E minor pentatonic 5th position at the 10th and 12th fret. It starts off in B minor pentatonic. Slides down to A minor, slides up to the E minor triad, then slides into that 5th position E minor pentatonic, played slow, lick sounds like this. Lick 3, once again, we're going to have B minor pentatonic, pattern 1 at the 7th fret, A minor pentatonic, pattern 1 at the 5th fret, but we're going to introduce an E minor 7th arpeggio at the 7th fret. There's a little bit different rhythmic figure. It's a triplet lick. Starts off at the 5th fret A minor pentatonic position. There's our first triplet. Second triplet, we slide into B minor. Then we continue in B minor. Then we introduce that E minor 7th arpeggio. Played slow, lick sounds like this. Here it is up to tempo over the backing track. Lick 4 is another lick with a triplet feel, starting off in B minor pentatonic pattern 1 at the 7th fret. We slide down to A minor pentatonic pattern 1 at the 5th fret. And then we're introducing slightly different position, E minor pentatonic pattern 3 at the 5th fret. And while I don't really play a bunch of notes in that pattern, I am thinking about resolving there. Played slowly, lick sounds like this. Here it is up to tempo over the backing track. Lick 5 is comprised of some A minor pentatonic at that 5th fret pattern 1 position. We're going to slide to the 7th fret and play an E minor 7th arpeggio. We're going to slide up to the 12th fret and we're going to play the exact same lick as far as the fingerings go, but being at the 12th fret, it's E minor pentatonic pattern 1 now. Sliding to the 14th fret and playing B minor 7th arpeggio. Played slowly, lick sounds like this. And here it is, up to tempo. Lick number 6, we're going to recycle some of those minor 7th ideas from lick number 5. We're going to be at the 12th fret, we're going to play A minor 7. At the 14th fret, B minor 7. Then we're going to move to an E minor triad. I like to think of the root as the E note on the B string at the 17th fret. Then we're going to slide all the way up the fretboard. We're going to play an E minor 7th arpeggio. I like to think of the root as being at the 19th fret of the A string. There's your E note. Here's our arpeggio. Played slowly, the lick sounds like this. Here it is up to tempo. Lick number 7 is a lot of fun, a lot of sliding around on the first 2 strings. We start off A minor pentatonic, pattern 1 at the 5th fret. Slide into B minor pentatonic, pattern 1 at the 7th fret. E minor pentatonic, pattern 5 at the 10th fret. E minor pentatonic, pattern 1 at the 12th fret. E minor pentatonic, pattern 2 at the 15th fret. Then we play an E minor triad. And then I'm thinking B minor, we're just playing 2 notes, A minor at the 12th fret, just playing 2 notes again. And then we play a hammer-on lick at the E minor pentatonic pattern 1 position at the 12th fret. Played slowly, the lick sounds like this. Check it out up to tempo. Lick number 8, we come full circle and we steal a lot of ideas from that original lick that got me so fired up in the first place. We start at the 14th fret, we play a few notes from E minor pentatonic pattern 2, transition into a G major triad, then an E minor triad, we go to the 14th fret and we play down a B minor triad, go to the 12th fret and play up an A minor triad. And then we play a descending quintuplet lick, again, ripping off Eric Johnson big time. Played slowly, the lick sounds like this. Here it is over our backing track. Really hope you got something out of this video. It's my sincere desire not to just teach you how to play other people's licks and songs, but to help you develop the tools and the skills that the great players use so you can go out and make your own fantastic music. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to keep cranking out content that's going to help you make sense of soloing. Thanks. See you soon.